this class, I would ask you to subscribe to the channel, give your like, and leave your comment. Hi folks, how you doing? Hope you're doing fine. Today in our class we will be talking about introducing yourself. So instead of using the traditional method where I show the structures and all these things, we're going to discuss critically the introduction of somebody. The first element we discuss here is the icebreaker. Trying to introduce yourself to a new person can be intimidating. If you don't know anything about them, how will you know what to say? How can you start an interesting conversation with a total stranger? You can use icebreakers. Icebreakers are a type of conversation to break the ice. So two people that never met before, they have to get a subject in common to discuss about. And here in the image you have the one-word icebreaker. It's a kind of game that somebody pulls out a word and the other person has to say another word to complement the first word shown by the person. Now it's time to properly introduce yourself. So basic information is considered the first step for an introduction. Information such as name, age, occupation, likes and dislikes can be informed in the first meeting. And here we have an example of my introduction. My name is Marcelo, born in 1976. I'm a teacher. I like music and I dislike rainy weather. So those are basic information I can show somebody I meet for the first time. Another way to start a conversation with somebody you have never met before is by commenting on the surroundings. If you talk to someone face to face, the surroundings are something you both share. Comment on the food or the venue, and you know it's a topic the other person will be able to talk about too. And one classic sentence used to somebody who does not have a subject, never met somebody, is, "It's really hot in here, isn't it?" So you can talk about the weather in the place. In the image here we have the rapper Nelly in his single Hot in Here, and as you can see there's a different way of writing the word here. Another thing when we are talking about meet somebody for the first time is try to find something in common. Even if you think you don't know anything about this new person, you actually do. You know they are in the same room as you and probably looking for the same thing. And here we have some examples like in this sentence, "What brings you here?" or "Do you play football?" In the image you have the Brazilian teachers that went to East Timor to work in the rebuilding of the country in the area of education. And I bring you this image because in the first meeting we had of all teachers, I picked some of them and asked, "Do you play football?" Because we created the football team of Brazilian teachers to play in East Timor. Another thing you can use when you meet somebody for the first time is give a compliment. Some people like to get compliments. Comments on clothes or accessories are a safe way to start a conversation. Like in this example, "Those shoes look great. Where did you get them?" And in the image we have the artist Jonah He is an artist from Salvador, and when I met him, the first compliment I did to him was about his clothes and about his shoes, because it was very well dressed, very sharply dressed, and his shoes are just second to none. Going further in the introduction to somebody you have never met, you can also ask questions. Questions make any first-time conversation easier. Ask questions is a great way to find a topic you are both interested in talking about. So, what do you do for a living? Where are you from originally? So, these kind of questions can help you to get in touch with somebody you have never met before. And here we have the image, the first meeting of Mike Tyson, the ex-boxer, and Eminem, that is a rapper. And you can check this interview in the internet. And here we have one song from the band The Doors, and this song, the lyrics is related to introducing yourself for the first time. The song's name is Hello, I Love You. And in the lyrics they say, hello, I love you. Want to tell me your name? Hello, I love you. Let me jump in your game. So this is a first introduction shown in the lyrics of the song. And of course, you don't have a right order to follow the steps, but the most important is to get easy when you talk to somebody you have never met before. Sometimes it's intimidating, sometimes it's embarrassing, but in our lives, this is a situation that can happen many times, meeting somebody for the first time. Hi people, how are you doing? I hope you're doing fine. Today we are here at the Malang Show. We have our guest. He will introduce himself by saying his full name, saying his age, saying the city he was from, and something that he likes and something that he doesn't like. So, my name is Marcelo Cordeiro do Nascimento. I was born in 1976. I am from Salvador, Bahia, Brazil. And one thing that I like is music, and one thing that I dislike is heavy weather.